Hello my gods and goddesses, and welcome to your astrological forecast for December 2017. I'm Valentina Isis, the goddess of astrology, and what I'm going to be talking about in this video is the different astrological aspects. How are they going to be affecting each sign? And at the end of the reading, I'm going to be pulling out some cards for each sign so you can better channel the energies this month. Now, I also want to let you guys know that I have two contests at this time where you can win a free reading with me for 30 minutes. So one contest is in Instagram, so make sure you're following me on Instagram, and the other one is here on YouTube. So if you want to be part of these contests, all you have to do is just apply right down here in the description below. Alrighty, my beautiful gods and goddesses, tune into the ripple with me and let's see what this month of December has in store for you. Hello my beautiful water signs, my gods and goddesses of the water. Now let's see what the stars have in store for you this December 2017. How I'm going to be doing this reading is first I'm going to touch on every single aspect that's going to happen, and then I'm going to divide it into each section for each sign, okay? So first we're going to talk about the different types of aspects that are happening in this month. First we have Venus. Venus is going to be going into the sign of Sagittarius December 1st. So this is going to give us an energy of wanting to feel expansive, wanting to feel that we want to go beyond our horizons, beyond our comfort zone. This is usually the energy that Sagittarius gives us because the sun is in Sagittarius at this time. So it gives us an energy of wanting to expand, wanting to just go beyond, wanting to just be ready for the next year to come. And we start dreaming and fantasizing of all the adventures we're going to be having next year. So anything that's inspiring at this time could be fantastic. Anything that lifts your mood, anything that makes you feel more idealistic, more like, this is what I want to do, these are my dreams, like dream big. This is a month to dream big. With Venus in Sagittarius, we're having finally a sort of relaxation and expansion because Saturn has been sitting in the sign of Sagittarius for the past 2.5 years, and it's been oppressing a lot of our optimism, okay? Saturn doesn't feel very comfortable in the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a very idealistic sign. So this past 2 years, we had a lot of lessons about our beliefs, a lot of lessons about our dogmas and our doctrines, and you know how far are we willing to go into the fanatism to be our belief system. What are our perceptions? Are they good, or are they bad? Are they still really the truth? So there was a lot of skepticism. There was a lot of lack of optimism. So now with Venus entering and finalizing the year for us, Venus here is trying to lift our mood and really bring back that good energy. Why? Because Saturn is finally going to be changing signs this month. The month of December 20th, Saturn is going to be changing to the sign of Capricorn, and Saturn loves Capricorn. This is the normal sign of Saturn. So here, he's going to feel very strong. He's going to feel very expansive. He's going to feel very good. So it's going to shed a lot of good light on all of us. But the good thing is that this December, we finally come to a lot of lessons, and we finally kind of bring a resolution and an understanding of this past 2.5 years, especially because we also have Mercury retrograding this month. It's going to be retrograding December 3rd, all throughout December. So it's going to give us the time to reevaluate. It's going to give us the time to reassess ourselves and to really kind of take a step back before we launch ourselves into 2018. So take this month of expansion, of really obtaining the lessons, really understanding what kind of lessons is Saturn really trying to teach you this past 2 years. What you have learned is what you have learned, and be thankful for it, and now let's move on to the next step. So no major life decisions, like don't make any sort of decisions that will change your life at this time. You don't have all the facts. The devil's on the details when Mercury is on retrograde. So take your time, don't accelerate yourself, don't be impatient, wait for it. If you had to turn something in and it just got backlapped, or it just got it's just not getting there on time, it's all right. Okay? It's okay. You don't have to push yourself more. Take this time to really understand and digest all the lessons that life has been trying to give us this past 2017. We went through a roller coaster of astrological energy. So let's try to just take this month to really understand it, to really lift our moods and our optimism, and to welcome a new phase, to welcome a new cycle, and to be grateful for the last cycle. So let's see now for each individual sign. We're going to start first with the sign of Cancer. Okay, Cancer. So for you, Sagittarius has to do with everything that has to do with your daily work, with your health, with your work, the work that you do every single day, the service that you pay to others, the service that you pay to your body. That's why it's the health, that's why it's the factor of your everyday miscellaneous things that you just need to get done. And if you don't have these things organized, you get diseases, or you get debt, or you get enemies. So Saturn has been sitting here for the past 2.5 years, giving you lots of lessons on health, lots of lessons on your work, and what kind of work do you really want to do, and are you really paying the service to the world that you really want to be paying, the way that you really want to be doing it. So these 2 years were years to really reassess and organize your life, organize your debt, organize your diseases, organize your enemies, and just kind of get it all settled. Actually, Saturn here does very well, you know. Saturn, when it comes here and is trying to organize your life, it really leaves it very tidy. So yes, you went through lots of, ups and downs, especially in the work area. There could have been a lot of, redos, and also in your health, But if you did learn the lessons, if you really, really actually implemented and, took the bull by the horns and really tackled down these situations, then I definitely see that by this month, you're gonna finally see what you deserve, okay? This is the month where you finally get to see the efforts that you have put coming back to you. Because Venus is going to be in the sector of health. I definitely see that, you could be feeling great when it comes to your health. You could be feeling very happy. If you've been having some sort of diseases, this is a time where you can really lift your spirits and really be able to kind of regain strength and vitality. The only thing I suggest, just be careful with the sweets. You might want to be eating more sweets or more indulgent stuff. I also see that your work is doing really good. If there's a Cancer out there looking for a job, this could be the month where you find the job, okay? And you're also reassessing a lot with Mercury retrograde here. So great time to really learn about health, great time to really research anything that has to do with paying service, or like if you want to start a new sort of something, a sort of work where you're being, you're giving service to others, or research on health, research on lifestyle, research on having a healthy, good lifestyle for yourself. This could be very, very good for you. Work is really good for you. There could be some delays. Don't rush it. It's actually a blessing in disguise. And for Saturn, Saturn is finally going to leave your situation with health. So now Saturn is going to move into your sector of your marriage, of your contracts, of like the legal binding that you do with somebody else. So it could be your marriage partner or your business partner. So when Saturn goes in here, it's really going to organize your relationships. So get ready, because this upcoming year, you're going to be dealing with lots of relationship cleanup. If you're in a relationship that you're not happy, this is going to be the year where you're really going to feel the pressure. Really going to feel the pressure to change it, to do something about it, to fix it. But this is the years where you are establishing a relationship for yourself in the future. So things are getting very serious in commitments. Very, very serious. And I definitely suggest get serious, Cancer, because if any sort of underhanded business, any sort of things that are not seen in your marriage, unspoken contracts and all of these, this is all going to come up this upcoming 2 years. For those who are single, this is a year where you're going to be really thinking about relationships and really thinking about a long-term relationship to come into your life. So I do see that a lot of relationship lessons are coming to you guys this upcoming 2 years. But I will be talking about that more in the yearly forecast. Now let's see, what do we have for Cancer this December? Cancer, December. Okay, relationship. We start with the relationship, Cancer. There is a very important relationship. And remember, the most important relationship is the relationship that you have with yourself and God. That's the #1 relationship. Then comes every other single relationship that you have. So something surrounding a relationship is very important during this month. The angels are saying, please assess it with joy. okay? If there's anything in your life right now that is not bringing you joy, that is not actually bringing you the happiness, like if there's no joy in your life, just get rid of those parts in your life that are not joyful. Get rid of them. Give yourself permission to be joyful. Do not feel guilty about having fun. Do not feel guilty about wanting to have your needs met. Very important, the angels are saying. Also, there has to be a balance between giving and receiving. Very important thing as well. Remember, giving and receiving is like exhalations and inhalations. If you exhale too much, you're not able to you get off balance. And if you exhale too much or inhale too much, it just gets off balance. So always reassess it. You give and you receive. You give and you receive. And this has to do a lot with your relationships. It's very important. Or the type of relationship that you're looking for. Also, they're telling me about entrepreneurship. Like I said, you are having an amazing month for your career and your business. Not your business necessarily, but like the day-to-day things that you do every single day. And you go to work every single day. So if you're not efficient every single day, then you can't really get that business or whatever it is that you want. So something about entrepreneurship, something about having your own business, something about being your own boss or having genius ideas or your spirit really wanting to be independent is calling out. And remember, you are having lots of amazing good energy with Venus in your sector of work coming up this December. And they're also telling me to finalize it. Very important that you go out and you get some fresh air, Cancer, okay? Get some fresh air, go play some soccer, go play some football, go play something outside and just breathe in the grass, breathe in the fresh air. This will be something really good for you to do during the month of December. And also it's your house of health, so it just be really, really good for you to do this as well. Alrighty, Cancer, I really, really hope that this angel cards and this astrological reading was able to give you a lot more clearness in how to tune into the ripple with the universal energies. Okay, so now let's see. For the sign of Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, so you have a very interesting one as well. We just got Jupiter entering in your sign, so it's very strong. You are like, I'm about to reinvent myself, guys. The Phoenix is about to rise from the ashes once again. I have gone through the depths of my subconscious and cleaned up the mess that was there, and now I'm ready to establish a new self once again. And we also have planet Mars moving into the sector of Scorpio, December 9th. So you're gonna have extra energy this month, okay? This month of December, you're feeling like you're revived again, and then you're getting like a bomb of energy on top of you. Best thing I can say is definitely exuded with exercise, exuded like exercising most of all. If not, you're gonna feel yourself very irritated, you're gonna feel yourself very angry, you're gonna feel yourself very on the edge. So in order to compensate these energies, just kind of like channel it in finishing things and channel it in exercise. This could be very healthy for you. Also for you, the Venus and the Mercury situation that we're having of really feeling good about the lessons we're learning about Sagittarius, and also understanding and reassessing and making sure we learn all the lessons about Saturn and Sagittarius. For you, Sagittarius has to do with your money sector, okay, Scorpio? So this month is a month where you could really finally culminated all the lessons you needed to learn about money, okay? Where the money that you were waiting for finally gets here. But it might be more until the end of the month, because remember, we have Mercury retrograde. But nonetheless, you are having money coming to you. You are also organizing it. With Mercury retrograde here, you're really trying to put things in order. You're not trying to just go and spend your money immediately. Like, you're really trying to reassess it and see kind of where do I put it. You're being very cautious, but you're also having really good ideas for money. So this could be the final outcome of any sort of hardships that you've been having financially this past 2 years. Also, not only financially, but also with your self-esteem. Your self-esteem really got a big blow, this past 2 years, because it was really testing your self-worth. And if it got shooken, then your finances could have, fluctuated. So this was the time to really build a good self-esteem for yourself, a good sort of values inside yourself. So this is the month where I see you being super confident. You have amazing value for yourself. Your self-worthness is super high, and it's also a time where you could also be seeing money balancing, finally coming, finally cultivating, finally checking in that check that you've been wanting to check in. The only thing I do suggest is that when Venus goes into the second house, she gives us more money, but she also makes us want to spend more money. So the only thing I will say is, try to keep a little bit of a budget going on, so you're not over expending it, or you don't really see the gain because you spended it. Now Saturn has left this field, and now it's going to go into your sector of your communication. All right, Scorpio, so get ready, because this upcoming 2 years, you're going to be dealing with a lot of communication and mental realm situations. So what that means is that Saturn is going to fix your mental realm. And what that means is that if you have any negative thoughts, any sort of thoughts that are self-sabotaging, thoughts that keep you up at night, thoughts that are controlling you, not you controlling the thoughts, but thoughts that are controlling you, this is the year, in this upcoming 2 years, is where you're going to finally take a hold over your mind. So it is very important that you meditate, super important that you meditate, super important that you find ways of relaxing, because your mental realm is not going to be absorbing things really fast. So you could be getting restless, you could be getting anxious, you could be getting kind of like annoyed with yourself. You could also be finding a lot of situations not learning fast enough. Like if you're about to go into learning something new, you could be feeling like you're slower than everybody, or that you don't know how to communicate or express. All these things are going to cause anxiety. So the best thing you can do is find ways of relaxing your mind, find ways of meditation, find ways of taking a hold over your mental realm, and also writing. Writing can be really, really, really good this upcoming 2 years. If you feel like you can't communicate, writing will be the best thing you can do. Alright, so let's see what the cards have to say for you, Scorpio. So Scorpio, December. Scorpio, December 2017. Oh, alright, first of all, Cupid. Okay, Scorpio, so either you're falling in love again, but I feel this being more of like a resurrection from like the worst, not the worst year, but a year where there was just nothing really kind of moving forward, and a year that could have brought a lot of frustration, and a year that just, you had to end a lot of things that you could have been very attached to, and it could have been very painful to just kind of rip you apart from these things. But now, this upcoming month, we have Mars in your sign, but we also have Venus lifting your self-esteem and your confidence, and I see you feeling like in love with life again. Like I feel you like being in love with the little things in life again, being in love with what life, what life is all about. Like, you're looking at a flower and you're looking at the world and you're just so happy. Like I'm sensing that from you. You could also be falling in love with somebody as well, but I just see you really happy and open to life and to love. I also see that there's going to be major acceptance. Very important for you this month, Scorpio, that there is a sort of acceptance to a situation. If there is something that you wish you could have controlled, if there is something that you wish it would have gone the way you wanted it to go, and if you would have been under the control of the whole situation and it would have come out the way it would have come out, this is a time to just accept it. This is a time to just make peace with it, especially at the end of this year. Like, just really understand that maybe not pushing things and maybe not trying to control others or control the situation, things would have maybe flown a lot better for you in any sort of situation. The angels are also saying, let your past go. This card has been following you around. Every single time I do a reading for you, this card comes out. This is so funny, Scorpio. So please let your past go. This is the last month, okay? The last month. That's it. Jupiter is in your sign, baby. Whatever make sure you let it go of it now. If you hold on to something that is causing you pain, we're not going to, Jupiter is not going to come back in this sector of your life to let go until like the next upcoming 20 years. Do you really want to hold on to that weight for the next upcoming 20 years? So really think about it, Scorpio. What you want to let go of, and let it go. Like, be completely honest with yourself. What is really good for you and what's not good for you. Wow. Wedding. Scorpio, there's like a really big compromise, like a really big commitment. Either you're committing yourself to something, a job, a project, a business, or you're getting into a commitment that is very, very serious. So, you know, I definitely suggest go into it, commit yourself, fully go into it. This is a great time. Now that Jupiter's in your sign, everything can start, everything can spark, everything can really happen, finally, for you. And just be assertive. You're so good at this. Come on, your ruler is Pluto. You are like the most badass, you know, you're super like, so be assertive, Scorpio, go for it. That's it. Like the culminating period and the period that things were really moving forward is over. Now you are like on fire, baby. Like you are flammable. Like it could just spark up really fast. Be assertive, head the situation head on, and you're going to start seeing that life is just going to make way for you. All right, Scorpio? All right, Scorpio, I really hope that this message was able to tune you into the ripple. Now, let's see what we have for Pisces. Alrighty, Pisces. So, for you, you have a very heavy and very busy month, okay? You don't have any sort of actual, like, sorry, but you're not really in any sort of vacation. I see you at the peak of your career and professionalism at this month, Pisces, all right? You've been busting in this situation. You've been really trying to get your career. You've been trying to get it right. You've been trying to solidify something for yourself. You've been trying to really make that professionalism and align yourself with your purpose in life. So this is the month where any sort of Pisces out there who doesn't have a job, you're getting one. For those who do have a job and you've been really working hard at something, this is the month where it like blossoms finally. This is the month where you see where I see recognition for you. I see a boost of status. I see a boost in your career, like a promotion, either going up the corporate ladder or something. This is the month where you can ask your boss for whatever it is that you want. Okay, but I definitely see people are admiring you, they're applauding you, you are at the peak, like you finally get a reward for all the things that you've been working really hard when it comes to your career and everything that you've been suffering for. Now, it is going to come, but it's not going to come like boom immediately, okay? We still have Mercury retrograding in this area, so I see you still reassessing yourself, I see you still trying to get every single detail right, be patient, and you're really good at this, Pisces. You're not the type of person to just kind of impulsively throw themselves into something. So be yourself, follow your instinct. Like I said, Mercury is in retrograde. Attend to the details, reassess the situation, go over it again. And if you can take your time, take your time. Don't rush it. Expect delays and just flow with it. That's going to be the best thing to do. By the end of December, I see it really starting to come to you really, really fast. Now, Saturn finally leaves your sector of your career, really finally leaves the sector that has been, putting you to work really hard and putting you to really make something out of your life and really make something out of your purpose in this lifetime. So now it's going to move into your sector of friends. So at this time, Pisces, be ready. Your dreams are going to start changing. You're really going to think about your dreams. You're really going to think about what's realistic, what's not realistic, and you're really going to be thinking about who am I surrounding myself with, and are they even going to help me get there? So you're going to have like a sort of cleanup with your social people. You're going to have a sort of cleanup with your friendships and your social groups and your organizations. I see that you're really going to be thinking about what's good and what's not, and you're going to kind of be weeding out any sort of friend that no longer, helps you in anything. I'm not saying anything against friends or anything like that. It's just, their time, they did what they needed to do for you for that time, and now you're ready to move into something else. So this upcoming 2 years, be ready. You might feel a little bit antisocial. You might feel yourself a little bit like I don't know how to connect or this. But think more about your dreams. Think more about your aspirations and what is it that you're really looking for in life. And with this, then go for like the people that are going to help you get to that, Then think about your friends. Then think about like where am I sharing myself? In what communities and in what types of groups and organizations am I sharing myself? And is this really helping me get there? So if you take a bit, like if you take it like this, it's going to be way better for you. And also Jupiter with Mars in your house of travels. You could be traveling, you could be planning some travels, you could be trying to plan to go back to school, maybe finish some schooling. For any Pisces out there in university, college, or studying, amazing month to pass all your tests. And also for anybody who wants to go back to school, great time to go back to school, or even to just get a life coach or a guru to teach you will be great. You're optimistic and you could be traveling and expanding your mind a lot. Any sort of inspiration could be really good for you as well. So let's see what we have for Pisces. Pisces, December 2017. Assertiveness. Okay, Pisces, so the number one thing that they're telling me, there is an assertiveness that needs to happen. Assertiveness with a situation. The angels can help you solve any sort of situation, conflict, or whatever, if you assert the situation. If you just take the bull by the horns and you just are honest and direct, this could get a lot easier for you. Also, they're telling me a child. Now, this card of the child is an interesting card. It's a card either of your own inner child. You know, don't forget about your own inner child. Are you oppressing your own inner child? Or your own children, you know? This could be a month where you're really close to your children. You're really, you know, it's Christmas time, it's the holidays, so it could be a time where you just want to be with family. But you're getting closer to your inner child and closer to your children. Some Pisces women could be pregnant. But there is a child energy surrounding you guys at this time. And this could be inspiring your mind and bringing you lots of ideas. You know, you could be having amazing ideas for 2018 at this time. And all the ideas... that you're going to be having could be very much guided by the hand of God. Okay, so do not dismiss any sort of idea. Do not just think like, oh, whatever. Like, no. These ideas are divinely guided. These ideas could really, really open you up into a new world this upcoming 2018. And this is a good card for you. Then the angels tell me, listen. You know, listen to it. Again, another introspective sort of card when it's telling you to go within yourself, to really listen to the amazing ideas that are coming up into your mind that are helping you advance. This could also be about your career. Mercury is in the sector of your career, retrograding and reassessing and reanalyzing some sort of situation that has to do with your career or a project or something very important to your profession. So listen to your inner self, listen to your intuition, very important at this time. Your hearing could be more sensitive, so being in quiet places could serve you a lot more this upcoming month. And at the end, they tell me, give yourself the opportunity to forgive. So, you know, this could be a month where you're thinking a lot about the past, thinking a lot about what did I do, what didn't I do this upcoming month, this last year. So just take a time to just forgive yourself, forgive the situation, an opportunity to just make peace with the end of the year and kind of reassess yourself and get yourself ready for 2018. All right, Pisces, I really, really hope that this reading and this astrological forecast is able to tune you better to the ripple of the universe. Alrighty, guys, so I really hope that this horoscope really gave you a lot of information of how to handle the energies that are coming up this upcoming month. I will be doing the yearly horoscope for you guys very, very soon. I want to thank you guys for following me, and I want to thank you guys for all the likes and all the comments that you guys leave me, and of course for all the shares that you guys give me as well. And don't forget, I am having 2 contests at this time, so if you want to have a personal reading, a free personal reading with me of 30 minutes, you can apply to this contest in the description right here below, or you can follow me on Instagram. I'm having a contest through there as well. Alrighty, guys, I love you so very much, and thank you for being here with me today and tune into the ripple with me.